Welcome back, trainers. So finally, we're going to be able to take a look at my Pokemon Let's Go gameplay, doing some Wi-Fi battles, okay? So this is going to be nice. Standing here next to my boy Red, all right? Let's go. So if the audio doesn't sound good, forgive me. I still need to buy a mic, but I just wanted to get this video up for you guys, and I knew you wouldn't mind if it sounded too bad, as long as the quality of the video looked pretty nice, which I think it does, right? Anyways, on to the Wi-Fi battles. So the only thing you really have to worry about too much online is Mewtwo Y. Sometimes, I guess. If you have Alolan Muck, you shouldn't have too much of a problem, although they really try their darndest to make sure they take that out before they even pull out that Mewtwo Y. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and see what our opponent has here. Looks like a Mewtwo, Magneton, Sandslash, Starmie, and Beedrill. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see which one it's going to Mega Evolve into, Mega Beedrill or Mega Mewtwo. Also, Mew is fairly tanky, and it's actually pretty good. I started to use it just because I want to stealth rocks with it. After that, it doesn't really matter what happens to it, although I did put Calm Mind on it in case I'm stuck in a situation, which I was this morning when I was playing online, where I'm just doing neutral damage to, say, a Zapdos with Roost. Therefore, I'm going to be able to raise my attack and defense and just hit them with even more damage if they try to do that kind of stall toxic thing. Anyways, into the battle, they burn me, which is going to cut my attack in half. So I decided to Screech them, which usually forces them to switch because it's going to reduce their defense so much that it's going to basically one-hit KO when I foul play. But I'm just going to stay in this battle. Seeing that it is burned, I'm just going to take the loss. Sometimes it's better to just do that, especially if they're going to throw out rocks like that. You're going to continuously switch out, and then you're going to chip your health off. So I went for the minimize. He did miss me. Hit him with the foul play. My attack is lowered because of that burn, so I'm not really doing that much, unfortunately. So he does hit me with that earthquake there. And if I'm moving a little fast at this, I'm sorry, I just had to speed him up. I promise in the future they'll be at normal speed, and we're just going to look at one battle. I just wanted to cram 3 into this. I'm just going to do commentary over this one, and then I'll maybe commentary for the next one. Actually, I probably will. Anyways, so he switches out because, well, Venusaur, and grass is not very effective towards him, so I'm just going to put him to sleep and kind of decide what I wanted to do. I'm going to put up a light screen here, so the special attacks are not going to be doing very much damage if I decided to switch into another Pokemon, to say Dodrio, because it does have a fighting move which would be super effective, but that was not the plan right here, so I'm going to keep him asleep. I'm surprised he woke up so quickly. So we're going to go ahead and switch into RK9, and of course he's not going to sit around to take that hit, that fire hit there. Okay, so now I'm going to, I was thinking he was going to switch into something else. That wasn't going to be very effective to fire, so I just went for the crunch, but he decided to stay in, so went for Flare Blitz, and obviously took him out because, well, that's a massively strong move, especially on RK9, taking some recoil. Both of our light screens wearing off there, so he's going to be bringing out Starmie, of course, and doing a water move, and I'm just going to take the damage because there's rocks out there. If I keep switching, it's not going to be any good, especially with the types that I have here. Cloyster and Dodrio, super effective to those. It's going to do a quarter of their health just about. So bringing out Venusaur, I was thinking he was going to do Ice Beam or Psychic, which he didn't, which was odd. So I was just going to go for the Sleep Powder, just in case he switched just like this. I would be able to make my decisions on what I wanted to do here. So bringing in the Mew and that little tanky thing, making the choice whether I should switch, and then I didn't, just went for the light screen here because Mew is mostly going to be all special attack. I mean, you can make it, you know, go in attack, but I already knew. So he does go for the burn. That is okay because I am all special attack, so nothing is going to happen except for losing health every turn. And I just want to say, if I'm not explaining my strategy too well, guys, just bear with me. I'll get a lot better at doing this. So he does hit me with that Psychic, and I'm going to do that Giga Drain to finish him off and gain a little bit of health for myself. So chipping me away with that burn here. Now, what is he going to bring out? Is it going to be, okay, yeah, Mewtwo. Now let's see, is he going to Mega Evolve into X or Y? It is going to be Y, of course. It's going to have a lot of speed and high attack, special attack that is. So, of course, taking me out with that super effective move, Psychic. Now, here we go, bringing in Alakazam. He wanted to show his Mega, now it's time for me to show mine. Now, here is the dilemma, but which I have adapted a little bit better on this strategy to survive this situation. So, faster and I do half of his health, a little bit more. Lowered his special attack, but usually what's going to happen is that Mega Mewtwo Y will have Shadow Ball and one-shot my Alakazam, and then after that I just have to hope that it's not going to take out all of my Pokemon in one shot, and I'm able to just get in enough damage to take it out, because it does not have that much defense unless the person put its nature in one of the defensive stats, special or regular defense. Alright, so in comes Starmie, which is actually a fantastic Pokemon to use in Pokemon Let's Go, since there is such a limited amount of Pokemon to use. That one has the speed and the movesets you want to go to, as well as great attack. So I was not able to take it out in one shot, unfortunately, so I'm going to bring in my Cloyster here. I do have a priority move. The Starmie doesn't have very much health, so I'm going to just hit it with Ice Shards, take it out. Crossing my fingers it didn't survive with 1 HP, but the attack is good enough to take it out. So down it goes. And there we are, bringing in Beedrill. So he already Mega Evolved, so I don't have to worry about him evolving into Steel type anymore, because I will take super effective damage if he did. Shell Smash, fantastic move. I am going to be faster than a Mega Aerodactyl right now. I haven't seen anything outspeed my Cloyster after I Shell Smash, because I do have its nature maximized in speed, okay? And I put Poison Jab on it because if they try to switch into some sort of water or ice type Pokemon, Poison Jab is just going to be doing kind of neutral damage to it, and then you have those water type moves for the steel Pokemon. It's just going to be neutral. So we did win it with Dodrio. That's right. So we're going to go ahead and find our next match. I'll do commentary for this one, and as you're going to see what the outcome is, and then I'm going to have to get my revenge after this. So let's go ahead and take a look at this team. Charizard, Exeggutor, Rhydon, Venusaur, Gyarados, and the dreaded Eevee. Oh man, those things are a pain because of all the status effects that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with Cloyster and see what we have going on here. So this was a good move for me, as you will see here in just a moment. The best thing that could happen is I put Cloyster in, I Shell Smash, and they use Stealth Rocks and or Switch. That is absolutely just fantastic. I love when they do that. Unless they put a horrible typing up against the moveset that I have to go against them, and it just barely does any damage. Although when I Shell Smash, even if it's not very effective, it's doing massive damage. But you have the problems with these Pikachus and these Eevees. I can still do a ton of damage. I'm not going to one-shot them with one Shell Smash, unfortunately. But yeah, pretty close. As you can see, that was a critical hit. I'm not going to always be doing that much damage. He's going to Seed me, which is going to get Leech Seed onto me. He's going to drain me slowly. So now it's just a matter of time before this Cloyster is down and out. So a lot of times the way I deal with these Eevees is kind of just stay in there. Do as much damage as I can, because if you keep switching back in, they're going to keep getting these status effects onto them until you just completely wipe them out. Anyways, he switches in thinking I was going to maybe go for a water move. I don't know, but I use Poison Jab. Super effective against that Exeggutor. And I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, this is just perfect. So we're just waiting on him. He's trying to make his decision, and he's going to bring it in right on. Yeah. So basically I can just go ahead and do Surf, right? You know what I should have done? Ice Shards, because now he's going to start playing the old switcheroo on me. So check it out. We're going to be switching back and forth. Now, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to run Mew with Stealth Rocks. Personally, I kind of want to find another Pokemon that can run it, because I don't like the idea of having a mythical or a legendary, I suppose, on your team. So yeah, anyways, this Cloyster is still getting seeded, just about finished here. And as you can see, he's switching back and forth, trying to predict what I'm doing to spare his team from my boosted attack. Alright, so down goes my Cloyster there, thanks to being seeded, and then that waterfall there. So he is switching back and forth, and right about now I'm deciding what I should exactly do. So I think I'm going to go in with Venusaur and try to make do with that. I didn't know what he was going to Mega Evolve into at this point, so I was just kind of winging it right now. I don't like to Mega Evolve until they show their Megas first, because it can be very crucial for winning, right? So it's best that you hold it off to the very end. But as you're going to see right here, what exactly he's going to Mega Evolve into. And personally, I really like this guy's style. It's basically speed and just straight special attack, just wearing your opponent out by doing as much damage as you can and being as fast as you can, which I respect that. I really enjoy using Mega Charizard Y in the main series games. I haven't tried him out in this one yet, which I should. I just didn't like the fact that he can't bring out the sun, because what I did was run it with a solar beam set. So Solar Beam is doing massive damage in this game, 200 in fact, but it's going to take 2 turns, and I just personally think you're better off doing 2 moves instead of Solar Beam. Anyways, he is going to switch because, well, not very effective, and that is Arcanine's worst fear is seeing right on. I really have to figure out a situation for this, but all the moves that I have on my Arcanine are just magnificent, and I don't really want to change them, so I just have to find a workaround for that. So he is going to be putting out the Stealth Rock, seeing that this is kind of a back and forth battle. That is going to benefit him quite a bit because, well, he keeps putting me into these corners, which are forcing me to switch, and now I'm just going to be taking even more damage from my Pokemon. So yeah, he hits me with the Rock Slide. I was just doing Outrage to do as much damage as I could at that point because I didn't want to keep going back and forth, chipping away on these Pokemon. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for, what is it, Sleep Powder, yeah, but unfortunately he is going to switch into his Exeggutor, I do believe, because you cannot put other grass type Pokemon to sleep with Sleep Powder, that is. So I am going to be outspeeding him. I do have my Venusaur specialized in speed, so he is fairly fast. Hitting him with the Sludge Bomb. I usually run Earthquake. It fluctuates back and forth. Earthquake can be quite beneficial. So at this point, I don't know what I should do. I think I should just take the hit, because if I bring in anything else, they're going to just pretty much just get knocked out. So here we go. Bringing in my Alakazam. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, its health is basically half health, and I'm going to be faster. I'm just going to go ahead and Mega Evolve now since he showed his. Remember what I was saying, and see if we can finish off this Charizard Y with such high attack and Fire Blast. He has taken the risk of possibly missing it, but I also did that too when I used my Charizard as well. So taking it down, thank goodness. Now we have the threat kind of out of the way, but you're going to see I make a crucial mistake, and I don't know what I was thinking. I should have done Psychic right here. I could have finished it, and I go for Shadow Ball because I don't know. I thought he hadn't Mega Evolved. I got caught up on a phone call or something. I'm not trying to make excuses, but no, seriously, I shouldn't have done Shadow Ball. Psychic would have done a lot more and finished him off because of Stab. Alright, and that costed me. He also hit me. Critical hit, down goes my Alakazam. I do have my Dodrio left, bringing it out. I was thinking I could have maybe done Swords Dance, but that's okay. You live and learn from the experiences. So, gonna go in here with the Drill Pick, doing massive damage. It doesn't really matter because it was almost fainted. A lot of his Pokemon are almost knocked out, so I was thinking, okay, I should be able to have this. So, have the Ride on here, and I do have high Jump Kick. Let's go ahead and see if this takes it out in one hit, and bam, so close, and he misses. At this point, I jumped up, and I was like, yes, I got it, the game is mine. So we go ahead and finish it off with a not very effective move there, and waiting for his next Pokemon to come out. So he has that Eevee. Very simple, all I have to do is Drill Peck, and it is done, because my Dodrio does have massive attack, and then there you go, finished. Alright, now let's move on to the next Pokemon. It is going to be Venusaur. And I was thinking, alright, I have this in the bag. Please, just one-shot him. Drill Peck. Should have done Swords Dance a couple turns back, and this wouldn't have happened. And then he hits me with Sleep Powder. Now I'm thinking, okay, I can still wake up and finish this off. He's going to probably hit me with a Sludge Bomb, of course, because, well, that's just a great move to have for good coverage on your Venusaur. And as you can see, it's asleep. There you go. Game over. He wins, and bam. It was a good one. It was a good one. So anyways, trainers, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know what you thought below. I know the audio on my voice is quite awful, but that's okay. At least you have the gameplay, and I will be getting a mic in the very near future. And hopefully we can be seeing PvP coming to Pokemon Go tomorrow, folks. Get hype. Or we're going to just see more tweets. Alrighty. Anyways, thank you for watching. Enjoy this battle. We're going to have a rematch here, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care, trainers.